quietly consistent. They're currently in rank number 4. And then in the last game, Godspeed, they come out, they get 3rd, but they get 11 freaking kills. These guys are on fire. You know what? Let's just go to the game. It's time for game number 3 of 5, or so I hear, with your casters, the heroic.
Hello, and thank you.
We're just the heroic. The heroic.
Oh man, I think Toffees has been gaslit into oblivion right now. He needs a break. He needs a game's worth of break to get things squared away here. But welcome back to PGC 2021, presented by Alienware. To me, I am Poor Source. Joining me once again is Toby, and we are in game number 3, our last game on Erangel, as we get ready to head over to Miramar. So far, so good for GNL and BBL, tied with 29 points. In first and second, MCG right behind them, and Team Liquid again in their perfect place in 4th. They're comfortable there.
Yeah, it's looking good, and I gotta say, I mean, I'm not here to bang the EU drum. I like to think that for the most part,
Bang
I'm
away,
pretty
man.
unbiased on my in my casting, but I love seeing what we have been seeing from the EU team so far today.
Absolutely.
It's been aggression, it's been taking charge, and unfortunately for the sake of EU fans, it's been mostly them doing it to each other as opposed to trying to kill the rest of the lobby. But I've really enjoyed seeing so many of them get off to a good start, because you're PPL, you're heroic, I want to put Liquid in the same pile, but they tend to fare better. They're just not teams that usually get off to a good start. And seeing them here get out, and not that they go out and win games, okay, to me, is a very heads-up play. Because they know they're going to be coming in on a circle that's not that heavily trafficked, and you can see it on the map as well. That's not the case. In the meantime, now, Liquid, well, we said they weren't going to fight early, or potentially not, but here they are, up close with Petrichor.
Nice little trade with Ixlev. Ming's going to come up over the top. He'll trade. We'll find Clib, but Jeemzz will return that. We'll go flush that kill out as well. Ixlev now all by himself, and he has got a Molotov right outside of his bathroom door. He's going to go ahead and hang out on the top of that bathtub and waiting for the inevitable Molotov to come inside, as Liquid has him completely pinned, and Mamu tries to come and provide some support but goes down as well. And now Pero, it's down to just Mill essentially, as Ixlev is very much pinned inside that bathroom.
Yep, the tough position to be in. Liquid saw that they were in a split position, commits to the push. mxey though found the first one on Mamu before, gets milled down as well. That's both cavalry players being taken down, and there's just one left.
Look at SSG.
They did lose Clib, and there are other teams in the nearby vicinity, but we'll see how much they opt to engage in this one. But so far, 4 for 0. Solid play on Liquid, reading the split. And now, as you said, SSG up close here. Little curious to see how they're planning on impacting this situation.
Now that is the southernmost point that anybody can really play, really, as you see MCG already on the wrap. They know GNL is down there. They're going to have to push really close to Liquid. Going to take some damage from Jeemzz as the push comes through. Summer gets knocked low. Ibby will get the knock and the flush, as MCG getting picked apart here as they try to find somewhere to call home. Looks like they're going to turn it up and go just uphill from Liquid with their remaining 2 players. See if they can maybe get a little defense from Liquid. As Buriram now, where are they going to go? Do they know that GNL is in here? They're just
no, they have to know that heroic. They have to know that heroic up here. They're waiting for the split. They catch BB alone right now. They see Perexy behind the building. That vehicle somehow manages to dodge it, but those go down at the end of it. Page and Tebow fights one each. Unfortunately, they do take a casualty too, but with how chaotic that one was, and honestly, I mean, had the all 4 committed to the building, Buriram weren't exactly pulling up the worst push ever. So, despite losing one, I'd still say that
does VP know that? Actually taking damage from Navi now, so just fights all over the place. 3-way, 4-way fights, as David going to come up over the top of that ridge, play the edge of the smoke line. VP and the cars on the move once again. Are they going to try to third party mad? Are they trying to push into GNL? They got to do something.
They have to try and see if they can make a backstep here. Heaven, in the meantime, we talk GNL. They are stepping up in a massive way, constantly finding damage all across the table. And if, oh, Heaven, if you can see a toe, there might be a knock for him to find an Ian, but not gonna happen. In the meantime, we do have the polar bears on the southern side behind them, and they have to make a play soon, I would say.
And Korn going to try to make the push to take care of Ian, but he's actually going to take shots from behind, I think. Yeah, VP going to find Tosi, and now they're going to find Korn, as VP slowly making that push up here. So slow and methodical from VP. They know that. I mean, this is the position they're in, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they have to wait. They have to play it patiently and wait for that door to open.
Don't take anything for granted. Don't make mistakes. And if you don't have any info to go off of, you don't make a play until you find something. Now they see the entire kill feed light up because people are getting eager to make plays early on, and they punish them. Such a smart play in the meantime. Savior, GX, another team we've been talking highly of. Smart push down the hill. Double kill confirmed.
Yeah, Donawa, I think, just finished off Heroic, and now GEX coming down to finish off Donawa immediately after. Well-timed from them as EN still alive for Mad. And take a few shots over towards Perfectix. No smokes are down. Perfectix going to have to dip back down and out of the line of sight, but has that option available to him. As Americano now the last one up, and oh, this is going to be the easiest grenade ever. Okay, EN will do it.
And he even gets knocked first from the other side. There he goes. Spiro finds the other. That's both of them down. Slow schematic play, taking out one team at a time. They still have Ian here, and believe me, if VP knew that it's just one player sitting on his own doing this much damage and being that much of a nuisance, they would have full-on pulled up on him and 4 people in a car. The other thing is, I think they only do have 1 car right now, so they're a little hesitant of making that play.
Ooh, now GEX having to push back up to the north. They're going to take a fight to MCG. As you can see, the kill feed lining up with Liquid taking care of the GEX boys from range. As Jan Lee goes down, the smokes are coming out from GEX, but look at the angle that Clib has right now. He's going to spot out Zenon. Oh my goodness. Through the smoke, Clib.
I think he thought he was shooting at the same person that peaked right, because Zenon went back towards the tree, then he shoots to the left side, but side finds SSR instead. That's just, I mean, good prediction, but also a little fortunate.
Well, we take those. All right.
Yeah.
And you can see Ents and Navi actually trading as Dignitas down to 2, SSG down to 2, and they're just kind of holding the fort right now, hoping that they don't get crashed here at some point. And this game is just coming up all Liquid. They fought for that position right off the bat, and it is paying off huge.
They are holding off so well, and you can see the importance now of Jeemzz having the Wizard Tower there as well. They need one across that can provide them a safe transition should they get kind of being, well, what do you call it? Should they be forced to stay inside the compound? That would be a very difficult one to get out of. But Jeemzz committing early, them realizing the value of getting that position under control. Very heads-up play from them.
Oh my goodness, how is Dignitas avoiding this?
I have no idea.
They get the res on a sparking. I mean, Navi just can't. They can't peek over the top because of stupid Ents. They just keep taking the shots into them. Look at this.
Ents, back off.
Look at GEX with the 10 kills. They find the duo from Dignitas, finish off that squad, and GEX is lighting it up.
This is why they pushed the left side of Danawa early on. They knew that if we take them down, we have perfect vision from up high. We will be the only team up here, and then we can make a play. We can't make an aggressive play downhill if there's still a team up here that could backfill in behind us. So they had to clear the top first. They take out Danawa. Now they spread out, and they find even more kills. Solid plays from GX. They, again, I mean, I can't say it enough. They have really, really been stepping up here in week 2.
They really have. Rustinmar making that push from the spot where Dignitas just got shot from, so hopefully GEX not looking down in this direction, but a nice grenade from Example will find Rustinmar. Diggory will trade it back onto Aaliyah. You can see the Navi boys are all very low here, with the exception of Melman, who's still damaged. But look at the damage from Quizzy. We'll find the next knock here. Tixu, the last one up. The grenade is going to be hopeful. Can he find it? Yeah, he can. Quizzy goes down. Example has a grenade in hand. Tixu going to go for the res.
Such a dangerous fight of that edge. Nade a little bit too far. Tixu managing to stay alive. And has enough of a rich line that he can actually sit alive downstairs. And look at this rough now. Over the top, they've been hiding in the fortification for a long time, but now they've had enough of it. The kill feed has been placed enough that they want to try and make a play, and it's working out for them. Navi caught in between 2 teams, taken down by SSG.
Look at Gex. GEX somehow Rustinmar got res, and they're gonna just do the drive-by on the Tixu, and now GEX going for that long wraparound. They had to go somewhere, and what a play! Keenan now gets the knock on his Anon. Ibby's gonna steal it away, and GEX, this is the only shot that they had. They've got 12 kills, but now can they win this fight versus SSG? It looks like SSG's just gonna retreat.
This is insane. And keep in mind, I mean, while all this is going on, there's one team down here that we kind of forgot about, right? VP.
Still dealing
VP,
with
look at how they were sitting when the circle shifted away. They were in so much trouble. And right now, unless if Ian has something to say about this, we'll see. Nah, that money's going to be enough. It's going to take him down. VP are in such a good spot. The more they see teams fight off one another, the better off they are. You can see Jeemzz, as soon as the shots were fired there, look down towards the south.
Oh,
the
no.
circle is going to make for a tricky VP rotation here. They don't have vehicles. They should have some utilities to work with, but that, my friends, it's a very open field from where Jeemzz can see you all the way. The thing is, if Jeemzz goes down here, he is not up for rest.
Yeah, I figure you want to.
He has to stay alive.
Well, I mean, I think if you're Liquid, send another one over there to support him. Really, I mean, at this point, why not do the 2-2?
They sent mxey over, but he was sent back again. I just think they don't want to fortify it. I mean, I'm even.
Oh,
nice nade coming through. Survivor and SSR as a 2 here. They've been playing phenomenal in this game. You can see Jeemzz is still on the other side. I think it might be best off just giving up on that place altogether and then push us 4 in the end of it. They know they have probably, I mean, unless if they have counted every single player, they know they at least have a strong VP still alive. They know that GX has been taking casualties as of late. 14 kills.
14 kills.
For GEX. They're just popping off. But Jeemzz is, if they isolate him here, I mean, this could very easily be a VP game should the circle come south. But then again, SSR and Savior, they've been popping off in this game so far.
Really have.
Who's to say they can't put a dent in Virtus Pro?
And you can see VP starting to wrap over in that direction. I mean, this would be absolutely heartbreaking for Liquid if they weren't able to pull this one out. I mean, they've had the compound, they've had an amazing game so far, but VP managing to stay 4 up. They've had such a tough road coming from that south side. I mean, they've been playing it just absolutely beautifully. And 14 kills in the bag for GEX. Perfectix, be careful.
I mean, was that a, I have him on my fantasy team, please don't die. Just something like it.
Hey, I got Clib too. He's only got me 1 kill so far.
Stay alive.
Well, hey, if you've had you got the EU boys in your fantasy team this week so far. It's been a good night.
I was just gonna say, if VP wants to make a play on GX, they have to do it now. Once the circle closes all the way in, there's no way they can make that wrap on them. As like GX will have to better spot. I'm surprised to see they're not following up on that knock. Of course, they might not have the info. They might think it's a 4v3v3. Liquid were all over the kill feed for a good while with knocks coming in on Clib as well. But no, they know they have to make this play before Liquid has a chance to pounce it. Allow for the rest to come back.
Oh my god!
There for the first one. Lou immediately there to respond. Though Savior is on his own. I'm waiting to see Liquid try and make a play off this. mxey shoots him in the back. One more spotted over the side, able to get the flush down on Lou. Tries to get the second. Will find Petulance as well. He will go down, but the damage has been done. Now it's a 4v2 in favor of Liquid.
Oh, the grenade from Clib. It's so easy for Liquid now. They're just going to spot out Spiro, and that's going to do it. GEX has ruined so many teams' chances, and Liquid get the win.
VP, perfect game until they run into the out-of-nowhere hero team of GEX. Damage done on both sides. Petulance was not anticipating that much firepower coming out of the fortification. In the end, easy enough pull up for Liquid to seal the win. But Liquid, believe me, they had to commit to the building early. They took out one team in Petrichor. They held off against SSG. They come across, they take the position. Solid hold from Liquid and a great win for them.
Absolutely